everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Apnika and on this channel I talk everything about UK. So a while back I posted a video on a day in my life working as a business analyst in the UK, and on that video I got so many questions from people asking about what I did in terms of education to land a business analyst role in the UK, how I got this job and what sort of skill set and experience you would need to become a business analyst in the UK. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk all about it. So I've divided this video in three parts. So in the first part, I will be talking about my education background, what I studied, my qualification is. In the second part, I will go through the whole process of how I landed a business analyst role in the UK. And in the third part, I will talk about like generally what skills and experience or background you need to become a business analyst here. So without wasting any further time, let's get right into it. So talking about my educational background, I started my journey in India where I completed Bachelor of Technology majoring in computer science. So that degree gave me technical knowledge. That study gave me a strong foundation in programming. I could understand the systems, the databases, gave me exposure to software development life cycle. So that gave me a lot of technical knowledge that I would need to start a role in the IT industry. After completing my bachelor's, I got college placements in two IT companies, but since I wanted to pursue my master's, I moved to Australia to pursue higher studies. And I did my master's in information systems, majoring in business analytics from Deakin University from Australia. That degree helped me a lot in understanding the business analysis, data analysis, SQL, all the analytics tools, understanding how technology supports business decisions. Both the courses proved to be very beneficial and important for me to becoming a business analyst here. My bachelor's in technology has given me the technical knowledge that I can use to think from an end user's perspective and to think about the back end systems, the designs, all the workflows. And my master's has given me enough knowledge to think from a business point of view, the power of making informed decisions through data, understanding how to gather business requirements, how to analyze data, and how to make meaning out of that data. Both the courses have helped me in developing knowledge about how the business and technology connects. So this was a brief of what I did in terms of education, like an overview of my degrees, what I did to become a BA here. Coming to the second section on how I was able to land a business analyst role in the UK. So when I completed my master's in Australia, I started working in a government agency there in Australia, and I got that role through my university portal. I had attended a lot of workshops when I was in my university. I had done a lot of extracurricular activities, so I actively involved in a lot of things in my university, which actually helped me in the overall development. I also did some projects when I was in university, both internal and external, and all of this actually helped me in landing a job through my university portal when I was a fresher. I got this entry level role there, and it helped me a lot in starting my career and gave me that hands-on experience that I needed as a fresher. So I worked for 2.5 years in Australia as a business analyst, after which I started applying roles in the UK. I mainly applied roles through LinkedIn. I was applying very actively for BA roles here in UK, and one day I got a call from one of the topmost banks here in the UK for an interview. I had a discussion on the phone with the recruiter. That was a pre-screening round. We discussed about my background, about my experience, about other extra things that I've done, about my education, my location, all of that. And based on that discussion, she organized an interview for me. I had a competency based interview following a scenario based interview as well. So in the competency based interview, I was asked technical questions about my work experience, about the projects, all that expertise needed to become a business analyst. And in the scenario based interview process, I was asked behavioral questions based on different situations. So I used a star approach to answer those questions. So the interview wasn't just about the technical knowledge, it was all about how I think, how I communicate, and how I solve problems. So my preparation played a huge role in clearing both the interviews. And also a note here that when I was applying for the roles, I was applying strategically and not randomly. By that I mean, when I was applying, I tailored my CV for every job. I used those keywords, those buzzwords that are important to get shortlisted for a role. I had highlighted the key skills and my transferable skills in the resume to show how I aligned with the role I was aspiring for. Showed some measurable outcomes in my key description of the roles that I have done. After going through the interview process, then there were some background checks that were done, and when all of this was done, I got this job here in UK. I still remember that day when I got a call about the successful outcome of my interview process, and I can't tell you how that feeling was, getting a role as an experienced BA in the UK. So this was an overview of what my education background is and how I was able to land this BA role in the UK. This is of course very high level. There's a lot more to it, but I've only given a very brief of the entire process. If you want to know more about it, I can definitely make detailed videos on these topics. Now coming to the third section, which is how you can become a business analyst in the UK. So you need three things to become a BA. One is the right experience, the right amount of skill set, and the right education background. For education, you should have done the right course that can be anything related to technology, business, data analysis, business analysis, information systems, data related degrees. So all of those courses and degrees help, but obviously completing your degrees help opening the doors to jobs, but do not guarantee jobs. Also need to have the right amount of experience in order to become a business analyst. It is easier for an experienced business analyst to show an experience if they have already worked, but what about graduates and freshers? If you are starting as a fresher or a graduate, I would highly recommend you to get yourself involved in projects during the time of your university. So do some online trainings, or if you get an opportunity to work on a project in your university, definitely go for it. Assignments would help you, but you have to take an extra step to show that you have done some hands-on also. So definitely try to get yourself involved in projects. Try to get some hands-on experience, just so you can show on your resume that you have some practical knowledge and some hands-on experience. If you are studying in a university, try to apply for internships. It could be internal or external. I know every university has their portal, so try to apply for internships and for jobs through your portal. You will definitely get a better chance of landing that internship that you want, or a project that you are interested in, that gives you the right amount of knowledge and hands-on for finally landing a job in IT. It's not only the technical experience that would count. If you are working part-time at a restaurant or a retail chain, that would count as well. It's up to you how you show that experience in your interview. If you are starting as a starter or a graduate, no one would expect you to have that level of knowledge or experience. Of course, you can show transferable skills there. Companies don't only look for technical knowledge, they also look for soft skills. So you have to communicate right, you have to collaborate with people right, you have to you have to do problem solving right. So if you are showing through your experiences, even if they were like part-time experiences, if you are able to show how you did all of those things in your interview process through your stories, then you would definitely get that job. So companies in UK do not only want people who just have technical knowledge, they want the right people who can work in a team, who can solve problems, who can think in the right direction, who can make decisions independently as well as in the team. So it's not the tech knowledge every time. When I was in my university, I worked as a mentor casually in my university. That showed that I was keen to help people. I worked as an orientation ambassador where I led a team that showed people management skills. Also worked part-time outside my university that showed my people skills and my communication skills. So all of those experiences actually helped me in my personal development, in my overall development. And I did have stories. You need to have stories that you could speak about in your interview. So try to get as much experience as possible during your university time. Of course, at university you have done your assignments. Try to get good marks, so that will show you are good at studies too. You have worked in group projects, you have worked in group assignments, and you have worked with people. So all of that counts. University time, you have juggled with so many things. You have done your assignments, you have worked part-time, you have taken exams, so you have done n number of things, and uh, you have the right skill of time management. Those were just the tips on how you can have that right experience for applying the business analyst role here. The technical experiences and the other experiences, all of that counts. In terms of skill set, you need to develop the right amount of skill set. You must have knowledge about the business analyst or the data analyst tools, what people use in their work. A lot of it you will learn in your course, but of course, if you want some extra knowledge, you can do some online courses. You can just sign up for courses and do them for free. There are so many free learning courses for students available. Apart from just doing your course, try to upskill yourself as much as possible. Study about SQL, Excel, Jira, Confluence, Agile and Scrum methodologies, data analysis, process mapping, into building up your technical skill set. Also, work on building up your soft skills to have good communication skills, problem solving ability, stakeholder management, people skills, structured thinking. You can do all of that during the time of your university by involving in different things. Try to get the most out of the opportunities that are available to you from your university. These were the three topmost things that you need to have to become a business analyst in the UK. Getting a BA role is not only about luck, it's about how you position yourself correctly. You can definitely do this if you follow the right strategy. I know many people found my video very inspiring when I posted a day in my life working as a business analyst in the UK, and you had so many questions about it. Would be very glad if I could help you people in building your dream careers, and I can definitely make more videos on these topics. So stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you are interested in these type of videos and anything related to UK. I will make more videos on career growth, working in UK, and navigating life as a professional here. So subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.